Hi, how are you doing? I'm doing great because today we're talking about Dinner Party by Niall Horan, his new album that has been so highly anticipated by me, so I'm very excited to get into things. If you've never been here before, all opinions expressed in this video are based upon my first listen to on the album and are just a fangirl's opinion. Don't know that much about like music. I'm not a music critic or anything. It's just me being a fangirl, you know. And the structure of this video is me just gonna be discussing each song track by track and then overall thoughts on the album, and finally my top 3 of the album, again based on first listen through. So let's begin with the beginning, of course, with Taste So Good. This truly is a banger of an opener. It's definitely like a down bad kind of song, which I always love, and just very catchy. I immediately found myself singing along to it. Just a great opener. Then we have Dinner Party. This was the debut single for this album, so of course we know it. It's the ultimate lover boy anthem, and it's just a very sweet song, and I really like it. Then we have Monochromatic. And before I say anything about this song, I've seen a lot of people on TikTok saying that they looked up what monochromatic means and then they got the song. I was like, how? No offense. If you're learning, that's good. But like, how do you not know what monochromatic means? Either way, love this song. It was such a vibe. It's a bit more sexy than the other 2 songs on the album so far. It was extremely catchy, and I just found myself singing along and just like bobbing my head the entire time listening to it. Really a big fan. Then we have She Gets It From Her Mother. And this is another song that just felt very cute. My nose like literally wrote cutie pie. It just made me blush a little. I also just have to say I'm currently rewatching Modern Family, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. So I am very much in that mindset right now, and I couldn't help but just feel like this is a Claire Dunphy and Haley Dunphy kind of song, and I need someone to make an edit to the song to them. I want it so badly. And we have Better Man. And now Niall. We agreed that this was going to be a lover boy album, not a heartbreak album. I mean, to be fair, it's not a heartbreak song, but it is a heartbreaking song, if that makes sense. It's a song where he is a bit more vulnerable and talking about like his insecurities a little bit, and I think it's beautiful. I just didn't expect to be hit in the feels. Then we have Little More Time. Again, this was released as a single beforehand, and it's just a banger. I'm like, Niall, when he first announced it as a single, that he can't wait to play this one live and like sing it with the audience. I can totally imagine it just being absolutely epic live, and it's just been stuck in my head since it was first released, so big fan, of course. And we have Flowers. I'm obsessed with the vocals on this one. I feel like it's a mix of those like deeper huskier vocals going into like some really high parts as well, and I really love that combination. I feel like that isn't something Niall does that typically show off his vocals that way, but I think it's really well done in this song, and it's also a very cute song yet again. I really like it. Then we have Boys Have Fun. And the title doesn't lie, this doesn't need a whole lot of fun. I didn't expect a song that like I could groove to, I could dance to this much. I love how the lyrics are a bit more tongue-in-cheek. I think it's a blast. Big fan. And we have Fighting Over Nothing. Yet another banner. And in my notes I literally wrote, imagine writing a song about how you just fight to have makeup sex, and that's what this song is about, and that's all you gotta know. You have Pretty. This one slaps. I love how sweet the lyrics are as well. It kind of feels like a more grown-up version of Little Things by One Direction in a way. Incredible. Then we have Die If I Don't. And this is a very sweet song, but also has a tinge of sadness to it, and I really like that combination. It's another one that really hit in the feels, and just also I feel like this is a great way to wrap up the album, even though we have one more track left, which is End of an Era. To me, this one kind of feels a bit like a bonus song to the album, because like the whole album is about Niall's relationship, but then this isn't, so it kind of feels like a little add-on, but like also the album wouldn't work without it, if that makes sense. And it's a stunning song. It's so sad, so nostalgic as well, that adds like a little bit of like sweetness to it in a sense, and it's a very stunning song. And like I always do, for my own purposes, do a full ranking of the album, and just including this just felt one, because there's such a big sentimentality factor to it that other songs obviously don't have. But it's a beautiful song, and that already brings us to the end of the album. And I honestly have to say, adore this, in case it wasn't obvious. I always love Niall's music, so that isn't like a full surprise, but like I'm still surprised about how much I ended up just adoring every single song on this album. Like doing that ranking, like I said earlier, for myself I do like a full ranking of the album. Doing that felt nearly impossible because I genuinely really love this album so much. I can definitely see if I'm listening to it more and more again, things switching around, and there's literally already after one listen so many songs that I'm utterly obsessed with, so it's about now. I also just love how it is a mix of like very sweet moments, some sexy moments, some vulnerable moments, and overall just feels like a very well-rounded encapsulation of being in love, of being in a relationship, and I really like that. And his songwriting on this album is also just really great, and I don't know, I love it so much, and I can't wait to listen to it over and over again and just have the best of times with all of these songs, you know. But that's it for today, so let me give you my top 3 to wrap us up. Like I said, this was difficult and is subject to change as I listen to the album more, but right now these are the 3 songs that I most want to get back to. So at number 3 we have Boys Are Fun, and number 2 Pretty, and at number 1 Monochromatic. And yeah, let me know in the comments what your top 3 is. I always love to see what songs are like immediately the takeaway from people and how it's different for everyone. But also just leave your general thoughts on this album in the comments below as well. I'd love to discuss, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Goodbye.